No, I can't do it. I'm going to be out of business. I'm supposed to tell you about this pack of this product, this blues thing. I'm going to be vague. I don't want you to click on it. I'm going to be out of business. Below there's a link. Click on it, watch the video, redeem the offer. Happy? Don't do it. All right, link is below anyways. Let's get into this video. We're back with the good old blues, and today I'm going to help you get unstuck. Unstuck with, you know what I mean, the first position of the minor pentatonic scale, that box that traps you in. It sounds good, it lures you in, and then, oh man, I'm stuck in this cage. Not anymore. There's only a few things you need to do to that pentatonic scale to sound a little more sophisticated and just different flavors. We're going to talk all about it. Grab your guitar. I'll meet you right after this. Hello, this is David from the Wallerman Guitar Artistry. Welcome to this channel, which is all about helping guitar players around the world develop their musical personality on the instruments. Today, we're talking about the blues because the blues is one of those styles that teaches you a lot about expression, about musical storytelling, and also about harmony. So we're going to talk about that today. This backing track here that you're hearing is in G, so it's blues in G. You can get this backing track in the charts for free. The link is below. Sign up once so you get access to the assets we're going to use in this video and many other videos on the channel. What are we talking about today? We're talking about altering, changing slightly the scale that you might be comfortable with, the minor pentatonic scale, the minor blues scale, which is an extension of that minor pentatonic scale. Let's first talk about that scale. We're going to use the first position, the first slice of the fretboard. You can do that anywhere on the fretboard. It doesn't matter which position you're using, but for simplicity's sake, we're going to use it in that slice of the fretboard. And that's going to be found between frets 3 and 6. First position of the minor pentatonic scale, which is as follows. We're in G, so we have 2 notes per string. We have frets 3, 6, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 6, and 3, 6. Okay, so you're comfortable with that. You probably can phrase with that over the track, you know, some licks, maybe some bends. And maybe you're comfortable with that, and that's great. But you might be tired with that. So we're going to change things slightly. We're not going to change it all the time, just on the first chord, which is the first chord of the track, which is G in this case. So not this one, that's the C7, but this one right here. Whenever you hear that first chord, we're going to change it. So let's talk a little bit about that change. The first chord that you have here in this blues is a G7 chord. Now, what makes a G7? Well, the intervals that are used in the chord. That's the blueprint of that chord. A G7 chord is a chord made of a root, which is G in this case, a major third, which means that it's a major chord, a fifth, and a minor 7. The minor pentatonic scale that you are comfortable using is made of a root, a minor third, a fourth, a fifth, and a minor 7th. So we have 3 of the notes of that first chord found in the minor pentatonic scale: the root, the fifth, and the minor 7th. Those notes are found in that G7 chord. However, the minor third that is played in that minor pentatonic scale is a different type of third that we have in the G7 chord. The G7 chord has a major third. And whenever you use 2 intervals of different nature on top of each other, that is what we call a cluster. It's a very, very close interval, the minor second, and these 2 notes together, my ear can't distinguish one from the other. It gets confusing, it gets blurry, and that's sometimes good. That blur is sometimes good because, because it creates a little bit of tension, and blues is really about tension. There are some tensions in the blues that you want to have. That's what makes blues what it is. It's got its historical reasons we're not going to get into, but that's what makes the blues. So you still want to have that, but you also want to sound a little different than just having that. So that's why we're going to do that hybrid approach where we're going to alter the minor third found in the blues, in the minor pentatonic scale. We're going to change that minor third to a major third, which is 1 fret higher. So let's take a look at a close-up here. We have our first position of minor pentatonic, right? 3, 6, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 6, 3, 6. We can change that minor third whenever we have it, which is this note right here on the 6th fret. We can change it to a 7. Now, we can still play that minor third because we still want to have that tension right here. We're making it right. Now, when you play the minor pentatonic, you don't really necessarily hear that clash because you play that note that clashes with other notes that do work, but we're going to alter that to make it right. So we can do that by doing a slide on the first chord, or a bend, and that's all you need to know. The other chords of the blues, we're just going to stick to our traditional minor pentatonic scale, or minor blues. What is a minor blues scale? It's just like the minor pentatonic scale, just like the one we did, 3, 6, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 6, 3, 6, with an additional note, which is also a clashing note, but we said that blues is about tension, and that note is found between the 4th and the 5th, right here. So instead of having 3, 6, 3, 5, 3, 5, and so forth, we have 3, 6, 3, 4, 5, 3, 5. And we have it again here on the 3rd string, 6th fret. Now, if you could blend that minor blues scale with that hybrid scale where we alter the third, that's kind of what you get. Now, you don't have to play all these notes one after the other. You start phrasing with that. So something like this, descending the minor pentatonic, could become descend the minor pentatonic, blue note here, and then we'll end on that major third. Or maybe we'll do something like descend, minor third, major third. All those kind of ideas are going to work over that first chord. Second chord, just minor blues. Ending on that major third. Back to the minor pentatonic. Now on the one, it doesn't mean that you can't play minor blues. You can. It's just a different flavor with that major third. Minor pentatonic with the blue note, and back to the hybrid. And so forth. See how it sounds kind of more interesting and more sophisticated, just more flavor? That's what I have for you today. Remember, you can get the backing track, the charts for free, and I highly recommend that you give that a go. Just try it. Next time you are jamming over blues, try that major third. See what it does. See if it works with the chord you're playing, and then you could go further. You can do that with the other chords of the blues, but that's a topic for another lesson. Thanks so much for watching this. If you have not yet subscribed, well, consider doing it, because Monday, Wednesday, Friday, a new free video like this one comes out helping guitar players around the world develop their musical personality. Thanks so much for watching this. Practice well, get the assets below, and continue exploring. I'll see you next time. Practice well.